Now I'm going to be going ahead and discussing the Asset Protection Trust and are they available to Florida residents. So let's go ahead and dive right in. In the past couple years, there's been a tremendous amount of interest in asset protection in general. And there's a tremendous amount of bad information on the web. So let's go ahead and say, what is an asset protection trust? Here in Florida, we really don't have what has been defined in other states as a domestic asset protection trust. The term domestic meaning asset protection trust initiating here and originating here in the United States. Before that, we had asset protection trusts that were foreign asset protection trusts, Cook Islands, Panama, Nevis, uh, all these foreign jurisdictions, and they were sold by very high-end financial planners, high-end attorneys, as a way of hiding all of your assets. And they were very expensive and had lots of problems. But the states looked at them and said, we have all this money that's going overseas. Let's come up and give our own residents the benefits, and we will take some of the best of this asset protection trust that are foreign, meaning offshore, and come up with a domestic asset protection trust. Nevada, Delaware, Alaska, a couple other states, even Ohio, I think, has it. But here in Florida, the best way of looking at it is it's a irrevocable trust. And in this irrevocable trust, you've given your assets away and you can't get them back. Now here in Florida, there is a prohibition against what we call self-settled trust. That means I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my assets to a trust that I'm going to have irrevocable and I'm going to be the beneficiary of. So with good planning, good drafting, we can get around this, we can handle it. But the asset protection trusts do not work very well in Florida when you are trying to keep control and to go ahead and keep your money. And that's what asset protection is about, keeping your money. Now, an asset protection trust, or what we call a spendthrift trust, irrevocable trust, works great when I want to put money away and make sure that a son or grandson or some other third party will get it and can't just squander it recklessly. That's why they call it spendthrift. I want my son to have this, but he's going to have 4 new Corvettes if I give him this money. And that's where they actually originate out of. I'm going to put this money in trust. We're going to have a separate trustee who's going to decide after I'm gone how the beneficiary, my son or whoever it is, should go ahead and have this money spent. Now, are there better alternatives in Florida? Yes, there's a lot of better alternatives in Florida. The reason we're discussing the actual asset protection trust is because it's marketed so much. And that comes to a basic concept that everybody listening to this has to understand. Asset protection has become a marketed item. Uh, Financial planners out there, insurance agents, late night gurus, they all want to talk about this buzzword because we're all scared about losing our money. And in the long term, in the end run, it's not about what you earn, it's about what you keep. So they've marketed these trusts out there. And I tell people every tool has its job. And as an asset protection attorney, we use various tools to fit the job. And we don't use every tool for every job. I wouldn't use uh, a hammer to go ahead and remove a very delicate resistor in a motherboard, let's say. Bad example, but there are certain jobs for delicate, there's certain jobs that require big, broad hammers, there's certain jobs that require saws, and asset protection is the same. There's certain jobs that require an asset protection trust, a spendthrift trust, dynasty trust, um, charitable trust, different type of LLCs, different type of foreign corporations, different type of onshore corporations, domestic LLCs, family limited partnerships, various government benefits. There's a whole host of tools that are available to you out there. So here's what your next steps are. One, if you're dead set on a trust, you have to evaluate whether you want to go ahead and have a third party have control of your assets. The next thing, you need to really go ahead and decide what professional or professionals, and we always recommend a team approach of professionals. Often it's not that much more expensive if we go ahead and we make sure that your accountant, your CPA, your financial planner are all on board and everybody understands how the plan's going to work. And taking action. So many people go ahead and talk to me about doing an asset protection plan and never take action. So if you need our help and you want to contact us, we've got our contact information here. Again, I'm Anthony Comparetto, and you can also go to our website, Asset Protection Florida, for a little bit more information. Have a great day.